I've ever held.
It's condensed to you. 15 pounds, 2,500 feet per second, 1.85 million foot-pounds of energy. Think about that. Million.
1.8 million.
With an M.
That was almost like a billion. That's absolutely awesome. Do you think it's going to stop it? What's your prediction?
I have to go with it. I have to go with it.
Yeah, you have to have faith
It's
in
my
what you
team.
built. Now this right here is what we call a tank. Look at that thing. Look at the barrel on the end of that tank. That is going to be one big concussion. Now, can you imagine just a 760 grain bullet out of a 50 BMG and the concussion that it creates and the amount of pressure? And now we're talking about a bullet that weighs over 15 pounds and is going to be shot at over 2,600 feet a second. This right here is some serious horsepower. Oh my gosh, dude. You think it's going to catch it? American Range System is going to do a workout today.
We're pushing it. We're going to finally find out where the braking limit of this box is.
And what is that thing, man? Tell us what's up.
We have a 76 millimeter cannon shot out of a Sherman tank. 15-pound projectile, 2,500 feet per second, 1.85 million foot-pounds of energy.
1.8 million foot-pounds of kinetic energy. We
That's-
might be able
that's
to shoot
a
through a
mil.
deer or an elk with that thing.
I can barely hold this thing up.
Holy smokes, man. This is quite a box, right? I mean, this is the biggest one you've ever built.
3/8-inch armor plate all around. We've got 1/2-inch armor plate on the inside. We've got 3/8-inch armor steel legs on the. It's the biggest one we've done.
This is going to be it, dude. This is the ultimate test.
One way or the
It
other.
doesn't get any bigger than this.
Usually it's mounted to the ground, but because we're in the hill country of Texas, God bless America, we have to strap it down just to so it.
Make sure it stays.
We want to go find it.
DriveTanks.com. This is it. I finally get to go inside. I'm gonna go in my very first tank right now. I have no idea how I'm gonna get up there and in this thing, but can you imagine that these boys defended our country with such a machine? This is it right here. We're going inside. This is it, bro. Dude, let me pull the trigger. That's all I care about. I just want to pull the trigger. I'm going in. Not much room in these things, huh?
No, there's a crew of 5 normally in here. So you'd be the loader. Right here would be the gunner. Right here is the tank commander. Down there on your left-hand side is the driver.
Are you saying that there was? Are you actually saying that there's 4 dudes that actually run
5.
this tank? 5 dudes inside this tank. Look at that right there. It is a machine.
Oh yeah, it's a war beast.
Pretty amazing. Now it looks right there, just like where you load the bullet.
Yeah, you can look actually down there and see the rifling and stuff. And that black blob in the end of the barrel
Yeah.
is the target.
Wow. So you just kind of like did a little bore sight, kind of, huh?
Pretty much. It's a little too close to use the regular sights, so we just bore sighted it, put a dead center on it.
Yeah. You know it's gonna whack it. That's absolutely incredible. There's the bullet right there, you guys.
Yep.
This is really extraordinary. This is one of the greatest days in my lifetime to be able to hang out with something this big. You know, I've been shooting, long range firearms my entire life, but this just tops it all. Where is the button? Where's the magical button?
This lanyard right down here.
Right there, huh?
Yep.
Just that pull
And then
string.
We modified it. We modified it for our customers so they get a more encompassing view of the shot. So
Encompassing view. That's it. In my opinion, this is the ultimate test.
It can't get any stronger.
I mean, it's a 50 BMG with some serious horsepower.
It's 6 inches away.
I remember shooting a tree that was at least 3.5 foot around, and it went right through it.
It's not going to even make this.
760 grains,
Only 14,000 foot-pounds of energy. You're ready to go.
and it'll go right through a piece of steel.
Yes.
And you're sure that this thing's gonna stop 50 BMG.
No problem. Guaranteed.
This is one of the largest shoulder-powered firearms in the world. It shot it at point-blank range, and it stopped a bullet.
It's the biggest one we could find, and you were right. 6 inches away, we stopped that rifle.
What's the biggest thing you've ever shot at one of these?
20 millimeter cannon. Next time you're going to see us, we're shooting a tank at it.
A tank. A real tank.
76 millimeter Sherman tank we're shooting.
And how many pounds of the bullet is that?
14.5-pound bullet at 2,800 feet per second.
And how much kinetic energy?
About 1.8 million.
1.8 million foot-pounds of energy, and you think it's gonna stop it?
Yeah, I'm betting my reputation on it.
Wow. And I thought we were doing some big stuff with the 50.
And if it can't stop it, we'll finally found something we can't stop.
All right, dude, watch this, guys. We're gonna shoot a Sherman tank into one of the American range systems. I just want to show you where I was hiding. We didn't know what was going to happen when we shot this, whether we'd have actual shrapnel or not. And so I actually hid because of the end trigger right here behind the tank, not knowing whether it would move back at me. Closed my ears and the tank went off. I could feel the concussion, this huge concussion that got generated, way more than ever 50 that I've laid in the gun before. But the cool part about it is that we didn't even move the target. The target was so strong that it stayed in place, and I think it leaked. Shot it right through the heart. Now this is just unbelievable, you guys. Get in here, Gary. Look at this. There's a lot of evidence right here because you can see this round circle, okay? That was a 15-pound bullet, and it left that little bitty tiny mark. This just talks about the technology that's in this thing. It's pretty impressive, isn't it?
It scared the heck out of me.
It's really cool, man. How does that material do that? I mean, that bullet was this big around and it left a hole that big around. It like self-sealing. It just talks about the technology of the way that it's built.
Yeah, it is a self-sealing rubber, and it has fabric in it. Opens up and closes right back down.
It's unbelievable. Again, guys, I have to show you because you can see the outer ring of where the bullet impacted it, but yet it left a little bitty hole, not even the size of a 50. That just shows the way the technology is actually built. And the truth of the matter is, Gary, we might have found the very first thing that this thing won't stop.
If this is the first time we've had a failure, yes sir it is.
It's a failure. We're gonna have to re-engineer. Check it out. It leaked.
But it was not designed.
Look at that. That's armor piercing in the back. So trust me, anything that you can shoot with your shoulder, this thing will stop.
Short of a Sherman tank.
Short of a Sherman tank. So we just proved that.
No Sherman tanks from now on.
Yes. No. So check that out, guys. Look at that. It just leaked out of the back right there. You can see the concussion. You can see the thickness of that metal and just how strong that is. And it also is double plated on either side, so it pounced through both of those armored plates inside, Gary.
It did. It's amazing. I can't believe it. But I like what it did with the face. There was hardly any hole. It's about the size of a shotgun slug in the front.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
So that part was good.
And if you look at this whole thing, I mean, it didn't even move, you know?
But you have to have limits. We have to have limits. We got them now. We got a limit.
Until next time. Guys, you just saw it. We just shot a Sherman tank into the American Range Systems. What an amazing day and an amazing time to spend out here and to spend time with an engineer who has spent his entire life learning how to stop projectiles. And so he's going to go back to the drawing board, and we just found that this is the very first thing it won't stop. So in other words, we're going to have to put a disclaimer right there in the instruction manual. No tanks.